Wallace got 1 of 2 at the line. Here's Rubio. Both Aldridge and Crawford go with Rubio, and that leaves Love wide open. Shot clock was at 10. Portland kicked it, so they put 4 back on it. Rubio winds his way through the middle. Ridenour open 3. Got it. Great start for the road team, and once again, Trailblazers a little lackadaisical in their open here, and they've given an opponent a full boast of confidence in their building, and that's been an issue for the Trailblazers, who started the season off just unbeatable at home, now just 13-6 on the season at the Rose Garden. 8-0 T-Wolves. They bring a double. Oh, he tries to pass out of it. It was tipped and picked up by Love, so Portland turns it over. Here's Rubio in the open floor. Zips a pass to the corner. Wesley Johnson, another 3. Wesley Johnson going into the game was 20 for 90 from behind the three-point line. He's hit his first 2 here, and Minnesota with a quick double-digit lead on 5 of 6 shooting.
Yeah, now they're going to go back to L.A.
Working against Pekovic. Takes a jumper over the top again. Short and off the mark. Camby grabs the offensive board and a new 24. That's what Nate McMillan wants to see out of him. Crawford takes it inside. Bumped by Rubio. Doesn't get the bucket, but he'll shoot free throws. The second best free throw shooter in the NBA percentage-wise. Camby knocks it away, dives at the feet of Pekovic. Batum goes down. Camby nearly going to go down again. Here's Rubio, fires down low to Love. He's fouled and will shoot free throws. Foul going to be on Aldridge. But good hustle by a couple of Portland players looking to give up their body for the basketball.
Yeah, you can see the effort that the Blazers, they want to show the team.
Out top, Batum going to go for 3. Around and out, Gerald Wallace trying to grab the offensive board, but Webster grabs it for the Timberwolves.
Once again, a wide open shot.
Rubio to a wide open Love for 3. Minnesota 4 of 5 from behind the three-point line. This is not
in the paint offense.
Rubio working with Love. There's Love again for 3. Blazers don't get out and cover it, and he hits another one. Shot clock at 7. Crawford trying to dribble through a triple team. Minnesota picks it up ahead to Love, and Love is already at his career average against the Trailblazers, his hometown team.
Yeah, and they're going to try to run Beasley off of picks. He doesn't like that.
Wide open on the side, changed his mind, decided to drive, stepped on the sideline. Edieff Rush saw it, and Portland turns it over for the 3rd time.
Now you can see you can make a comeback on the Twins. The Wolves, because
they're back on the Twins as well with their pitching.
Yeah, that's right. They're not a great defensive team, but you got to be able to stop them.
Another wide open 3 for Minnesota. They are 6 of 7 from behind the three-point line, but they have been wide open.
Yeah, we kid you not. They are not a good three-point shooting team.
The 23rd best in the NBA.
Yeah.
Matthews tried to give a pass at point-blank range to Prisbilla, hit him right on the shoulder. Another Portland turnover. Another wide open Minnesota 3. And Nate McMillan needs time. It's going to be a 20-second timeout simply to discuss who's guarding the three-point shooters. Right now, nobody is. That's clear. And Minnesota has their largest lead of the game. And if you look back in the last 4 years,
you've got to make sure now that you're protecting the perimeter.
Felton, Pekovic down the middle. Prisbilla blocks it. Picked up by Webster for 3. Short. Rebound. Prisbilla fighting off Pekovic.
Look at that outlet pass. Out to half court. That's how you throw an outlet pass.
Prisbilla huffing and puffing, coming back the other way. Matthews for 3.
Yeah, as we said, it's not a case of scoring against them. You'll score against them. You just have to make sure you battle.
Felton the foul on Rubio. A second team foul on Portland. 3 for 3. Wesley Matthews showed signs of once again coming alive on Thursday as Pekovic and Prisbilla came together, and Prisbilla picks up the foul. There's the Matthews three.
Both teams aren't really chasing people off the three-point line tonight. And you can see both teams, like LaMarcus is a threat inside, so they're kind of sagging in on him. And Minnesota has their big guys that are pretty good in the lane.
That pass deflected by Portland out of bounds, so Minnesota keeps 6 to shoot.
Keep an eye on a double pick for Martell Webster or Love stepping out.
Love over Wallace for three. Wide open, off the catch.
See, you have to realize that 6 seconds. Apologize to him if he gets on the line again.
Rubio, that pass deflected by Aldridge. LaMarcus against Kevin Love. Oh, show and go to the rim, lays it in.
Boy, and I'll tell you, there were 4 Blazers running the court. That's what you like to see.
And Portland's not exactly a well-oiled machine on the fast break, so maybe sometimes it's better just keep it and lay it in.
Yeah, get some turnovers. We said points up, turnovers.
Rubio, crossover. Oh, Johnson erases it. Picked up by Matthews, but he lost it out of bounds. But Chris Johnson can block shots. We know that.
Yes. And that's something that Camby hasn't been doing as much.
Oh, Beasley.
Man, you talk about no communications.
Around a pick and lays it in.
Yeah, Gerald just kind of got himself picked off and didn't yell for the switch.
4 seconds, 3 seconds. Felton for three. The first quarter comes to an end. Minnesota with 40 points.
40.
In the opening. Question is, and the problem is, nice pass down low. Wallace scores. And I'm sure Nate McMillan will say the same thing. Why did he take a quarter? Yeah. Another Portland steal. Batum missed it. Trying to draw the foul. Couldn't. The Blazers end up missing an opportunity. Rubio dodging and weaving Blazer defenders, and a foul going to be called on Matthews.
Boy, and I'll tell you, Rick Adelman is all over the ref.
Well, there were a couple of opportunities to blow the whistle before that final one on Matthews.
Well, Nicholas should have made the layup. He's got to power that up rather than finesse it up once again.
And Batum takes it away from Beasley. And missed the lane, but a foul call. And fortunately, instead I just gave you, and that is the math on that.
Okay.
Steal Wallace took it away from Rubio, and Gerald gonna jam.
Hey, I like this press. I like this press.
Wallace, shot clock at 5. Batum got it against Beasley. Step back three for the lead. Got it.
See, Beasley's not coming out. That's not his game. Work on it. Get in his head.
After the whole Portland dug to be out of it before the half. Ridenour pick and roll with Pekovic. And Ridenour hits the mid-range jumper.
You've got to really fight because Joel wants to stay in there and help inside. So he's not going to come out. A guy like Ridenour took advantage of that.
Prisbilla trying to sit multiple picks on Beasley, and Batum, meanwhile, hits another three.
Work on the bees.
That's 10 for Batum. Barea dancing through the middle. Pulls the trigger for 2.
Glad Barea is something else.
And they were, again, not expecting to have him tonight.
Right. What their favorite stuff was.
No surprise there.
Yeah.
Love faked the 2. Pekovic was holding off Aldridge, and that opened the lane for Love. A nice job by Pekovic to clear that lane. Kevin Love.
Of course, Milicic was their regular guy, and now Pekovic just has beaten him out.
Kevin Love is 17 here in the first half. We talked before the game about how he really has never had a good game in his hometown, or really against the Trailblazers. Here's Crawford for his first field goal of the game.
I don't think he's taken a shot, has he?
He had taken one.
One shot.
Blazers 5 of 12 from three-point land. Minnesota 8 of 12. These aren't exactly two of the better three-point shooting teams in the NBA.
Well, I'll tell you what, J.J. Barea is one of those guys that can work that pick and roll
and speak
also.
Yeah, this is where it happened.
Right
Bam,
there.
Hit the
Whoa.
floor.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah.
You didn't hit the floor like that when you got your stitches.
You're right, right. I jumped into some cheerleaders.
That's not unusual.
They whacked me with a purse.
And Batum with 20 first half points. What a half for him.
Yeah, and
Rubio down the lane. Aldridge says, get it out of here.
He said, and if I make the Olympic team, I'm going to do that to Spain.
That's the fourth block of the first half of the Trailblazers. The Berea has been the headache for Portland here in the second half of the quarter. Here he is into the middle. Stripped away and taken by Batum. He's got Crawford with him. Crawford down the lane. Blocked by Webster. And then Crawford tried to grab it back. Probably didn't need to.
No, he didn't. It was.
And another fast break opportunity for the Blazers.
Yes.
With nothing. But 7 Portland steals here in the second quarter.
And the Blazers had a 3-on-2. It was just, you got to look around if you're a guard going down and give your friends some help.
Shot clock is off. Kevin Love for 3. They finished the half the way they started it. That gives Minnesota the lead back. Portland has used its 22nd timeout, so can't here. Here's Crawford. And Minnesota ends up shooting 60% in this first half. They lead by as many as just grabbed that ball and tucked it to his chest, just standing there, trying to avoid Gerald Wallace and his quick and strong hands. Here's Wallace in transition.
That would have been good.
Bucket.
Yeah, that would have been good.
Boy, Gerald Wallace aggressive at both ends tonight. That time, not even really a fast break.
Laterally, he doesn't move real good, but he's strong.
Rubio, foul line, one of his rare shot attempts. Felton trying to knock the rebound away from Pekovic. He did, but right to Love, who banks it in.
Love is
Aldridge. Score the bucket and the foul. Pekovic, a nice move across the middle for his first field goal.
When you hear the whistle, the offensive man should continue a shot, and the defensive man should hang in there. Boy, he did look like he
traveled before the move when he doomed wide open against Marcel Webster. Aldridge steps in for 2, missed it, and Portland all of a sudden cold now, and Minnesota trying to rebuild its lead. Batum, the foul on Rubio in the backcourt.
Boy, and Raymond Felton just got whacked by Pekovic.
Out of bounds to Minnesota.
And there's 2 guys that have played against each other in the Euro League and what have you. Spain and France.
Probably didn't like the call, but the ball should have been Portland's. They can't get it in bounds, and they got to call a timeout. Shot clock, by the way, is at 6 calls. Here's Minnesota. Ridenour. Ooh, got away with the shuffle. Pekovic got away with the travel. Missed the shot, and then it's waved away on an offensive goaltending. And Nate McMillan is talking to Pat Frayer.
Very nicely.
Rubio. Still with it on Aldridge. Shot clock at 5.
Well, I'll tell you what. Man. So Rubio, and watch Aldridge is straight up.
Got him leaning a little bit. Rubio 11 assists, but oddly enough scores. And now a chance to change that.
There's no doubt Rubio really is helping this ball club. 2 factors is Rubio at the point guard and Rick Adelman as the coach that has really helped this ball club be a contender for the playoffs.
Well, what made matters worse about the fouls was the 4th on Aldridge. So he goes to the bench. Wesley Matthews in there. Wallace thought he was coming out. But Aldridge only 8 points. Now needs help. Shot clock down to 5. Batum had more time than that. Oh, he hit it anyway. 22. First 2 of the quarter for Nick Batum. We'll see if that maybe starts his fire.
Yeah, well, they called the play for him to run off those down picks.
Webster passed up the 3. Leans. Pekovic grabs the miss and puts it in.
That's when you just got to do anything to keep him from scoring a layup.
Batum on Martell. Webster stayed with him and blocked the shot. And then Martell goes down, wipes out a bunch of photographers.
Minnesota is hanging in there, and this is how they win on the road. They get the cheap points, second chance points.
Rubio called for the pick and roll. Love knew where he wanted it, and he hits the three. Timeout, Portland. Boy, a great play designed by Ricky Rubio. Blazers Wallace. Now to Elliott Williams, who's in there. Portland's got to be small. Crawford tries for three and got it out of the timeout.
No one shoots a higher arc than Jamal Crawford. Man, it brings rain. Ooh, Gerald, he could have intercepted that.
Derek Williams got a move around Gerald Wallace, who pushed him in the back. Williams got the dunk, and now a chance at a three-point play. Well, and Jeremy Brown, our baseline cameraman, this was his view. Oh. And at his end. Crawford, another three. Jamal Crawford now hitting the three ball. He's got 15.
Yeah, they're going behind the pick, so a guy like Jamal Crawford could take advantage.
Love. Wallace came out to meet him that time. Here's Barea. Barea, far side. Rubio picks it up, throws up a three. Missed it. Camby trying to grab the rebound and does. He's already had 8 stitches in the game and an extra in. Wallace inside. And had a foul on Rubio on the back of Elliott Williams.
Rubio is one of the best in the NBA at stealing balls. He gets almost 3 a game.
He's not happy about the foul call.
He looks like the guy that was in Wolfman with that hair and the beard.
You did mention how they do have a lot of beards in this.
Yeah.
Perhaps maybe even lead the league in facial hair. Here's Williams for three. And Elliott hits a three.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's a big-time shot by a young guy that's not a BA. Boy, that was a rebound in traffic.
He's got 6 now, had just 1 at halftime. Rubio shoots down the right side, missed the lay-in, rebound Prisbilla, as Love says he was pushed out of the way.
Prisbilla just went right through him. Rome.
Gerald Wallace, nice pass to Elliott Williams for the jam.
Boy, that was a nice pass. His head was up. Gerald Wallace, you look like Bob Cousy.
Shot was going, he was doing other things, rebounding. Rubio scored the bucket and the foul on Prisbilla. That's his 5th. No, they're going to call the foul before that on Williams, so Portland catches a break there. Aldridge with his 4 fouls. Back in for Gerald Wallace. Wallace, 20 points, 14 rebounds.
That's probably a season high also.
Yes. Technical foul call on Joel Prisbilla. Barea is trying to start something with Prisbilla now. Prisbilla didn't like that. He walked over the top of Barea. You can't do that.
Someone will get banged.
There it was right there. Prisbilla playing with 5 fouls, and Kevin Love drives inside. Derek Williams for 3. Hit it, and he's fouled. 4-point opportunity. Williams 31% on the season. Gerald Wallace trying to close out. Boy, I didn't see a whole lot there unless the feet got tangled up, but still with it. Going to go to work on Gerald Wallace. Scores the bucket and the foul. And Wallace and Williams. Williams has been talking. He talked to Prisbilla a while ago and now gives a little bit of something to Gerald Wallace.
Yeah, they're going to call a technical on him. He was taunting.
Love, Aldridge slapping at him. that's on Aldridge, he's done. Count the bucket. And it is on Aldridge, and he is fouled out.
It's difficult.
5-day money-back guarantee as well on those. Out of the timeout, shot clock at 10. Felton gets a pick from Wallace. Felton to the middle, reverses it, it wouldn't stay. Batum trying to grab it, but Love finally comes away with it. 9th rebound for Kevin Love, only had 1 in the first half. Foul call on Felton. Now free throws the rest of the way for Minnesota. There's a 7-game trip still on their schedule a little later on. But for the Trailblazers, all of those losses early, and we've talked so much about Portland's record. Batum blocks from behind, but Webster picks it up.
Those are the kind of loose balls on great blocks.
It's your night if that's going in.
Yeah. And that was a great block by Nicholas. And
that's what his stats are at any point of the game.
Well, you're right, partner. There was 32 points the Blazers scored in that second quarter, and then they just played even with Minnesota in that third quarter, and now Minnesota scored 29 points so far in this fourth quarter to the Blazers 17.
Minnesota's season high scoring as a team is 120. Here's Batum for 3. Rubio tips the rebound to Love, and that's a double-double now for Kevin Love, 41 and 10. And again, had just 1 rebound at halftime as he did most of his damage. Spent most of his time outside the three-point line in the first quarter.
Yeah, and then the Blazer big guys got into foul trouble.
Rubio, that ball tipped. And out of bounds to Minnesota, 4.3. on the shot clock, under 2 to play in this game.
And almost as impressive as Kevin Love is, Martell Webster has 17 points, 8 rebounds.
Yeah. Love throws up the 3. Rubio grabs the offensive rebound. Webster then fouled, and he'll shoot free throws.
Yes.
After this one tonight.
No doubt about that.
Love inside. Fouled. And a chance to match his career high at the free throw line. Love calling for the ball inside. Shot clock at 2. Ridenour, as Minnesota now has a new season high in scoring at 122. Their previous was 120. Will Wallace tries another 3. 2 minutes with 29. At 20 at halftime, and that'll do it. The first win by Minnesota in Portland since December of 2005. And their first win over the Trailblazers anywhere since March 25th, 2007. A streak that was 16 straight before this game.